This is much bigger than that. This said that nexus is not what determines whether you can be taxed. You can be taxed by a state you don't live in. You can be taxed by a city you don't live in. And if they do that for businesses, they can do it for individuals. States, particularly the loser states like California and Illinois and New York, that are annoyed that people leave them, have always been looking for ways to export their income tax. Cities want to be able to export their taxes to the suburbs. This now becomes infinitely easier. The old argument was a state could tax businesses that lived in that state, that had stores in that state, employees in that state, but they couldn't reach from Alabama up to Montana to someone, who sold fishing tackle online. Now they can. And the sales tax is just the one they've been talking about. For years, there's a BATSA is legislation, federal legislation to prevent the export of income taxes. And the people who have fought to export sales taxes always made it clear they could care less about it. Their goal was income taxes. That's where the money is.
So you think this is a bit of a Pandora's box?
Oh, absolutely. Look, there's no money to be made here by state or local governments. I mean, now that Amazon's in all 50 states, paying taxes in all 50 states, they're really looking for, nickels in the sofa when they say that, somebody isn't going to pay their sales tax if they've got a little store, in Vermont and they sell in 50 states. There's no money to be made there by state and local governments. They've had this. Some cities, some states have had this fiction that there was imaginary money that there was going to show up. It's de minimis. The real cash is corporate income taxes, exporting that. This started with North Dakota wanting to tax Exxon and other people's worldwide earnings on corporate income taxes. You saw Connecticut deciding that they were going to tax worldwide. So companies have left Connecticut. There's a real challenge here that they have opened this Pandora's box. If you don't have to have physical nexus, what you fly through it, you get the cloud is somewhere over the state. Sure. You once lived there. You can spell the place, and they if it's not physical presence, what is the rule? They make it up. We're going to be having cases about this, but while we do down the road, can be very expensive, and loser states that have people are fleeing, trying to figure out how to save themselves by exporting taxes out of Detroit to other places, out of Illinois to other states.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.